we kind of divided this up into like little chunks. You know, we start out with the idea of that someone may want to just start with taking a class, either to test out an interest or to get some skills or certification that they might need for a job that they'd like to do. For example, ServSafe is required for really anyone working in a food facility or a restaurant facility preparing food. So CPR is required in a lot of different areas. So sometimes there are, you know, and certainly related to office skills, there are different types of computer-related skills that people need to have, and they may just need one class to be eligible for a particular job or to continue working in the field that they're in. So we start with a class and we might go from there. The second thing we kind of were thinking a lot about, which is really, this is short term. And when we say short term, we're thinking of something that might take even up to a couple of years, depending on if people are part-time or full-time, if it's an intensive program, or if it's one that has different components to it. So, so examples that we gave, but there are many others, are LNA training, which of course a lot of people we work with do start with LNA training. And also CDL is another one that definitely leads to licensure, and there's different levels of CDL training. So that's what we kind of, how we see short-term training. But certificate programs, and I borrowed this description from the CCB website. Really, certificate programs are usually a group of related courses. So oftentimes this is a credential that employers will recognize, and oftentimes the certificate, completing a certificate can be a stepping stone to further education, leading to either associate's or bachelor's degrees or beyond. So we see certificate programs as kind of an integrated group of courses over time. Anything you want to add, Susie, on that?
No, I think you really hit the mark. It was interesting in putting together this presentation because the types of programs, the length of training, the levels of certification are, it feels more like a spectrum of them rather than things fitting neatly in certain boxes. So for example, an individual class may give somebody a license towards what they're looking for, or they may need to be going through a full certificate program. So it feels that what we were really trying to do in expressing them this way is to really show that there's a wide variety at different levels in a variety of occupations. And this can be a way to really help people wrap their head around a little bit more what different boxes these might fit into.